chairman of the Electoral Commission of Uganda admitted that high level of commercialization in politics is distorting democratic process in Uganda. What he failed to tell us is that commercial politics started way back when the government came into power. They started selling Uganda hotel properties to friends and family. 𝙁𝙊𝙇𝙇𝙊𝙒 Flying School was given away free. Teso Hotel, 𝙁𝙊𝙇𝙊𝙁 Hotel, was given away free. Lira Hotel was given away free. 𝙁𝙊𝙊𝙇𝙊𝙊𝙒 Hotel was given away free to friends and relatives. Actually, Inn was given away to a soldier for his bravery and helping the government come into power, I presume, was given free. There is a lot of properties that was belonging to the government that had been given out, handed over freely. And it didn't stop there. They went as far as selling all the banks, anything that has a symbol of the government, the previous government, was just sold out because they were not accepting that whatever belongs to a parastatal bodies could still benefit Ugandans. Now all those millions of money had just been given away to few people, the people they like, the people who support their ideology, the people who might have done something for the government to be happy about it. You get it. We used to have junior quarters, senior quarters, where government servants, when they're sent to your district, they could live there. All those things had been given away. Some member of parliament got it, turned it into a big house. That is when commercial politics really took off in Uganda. That is when politics took off in Uganda. It has now become a culture that when we go for election, every time we go for election, people have to buy votes. Now imagine you have 620 constituencies in Uganda. Now these 620 constituencies, they have to send one member of parliament. They have to vote. If it is true what is now being said, that a lot of millionaires, men with money, are going up for a member of parliament seat. Why has that become so attractive that men with money want to stand and go to the parliament? You know, the best job in the country at the moment, the best job you can find anywhere in the country at the moment, is that of a member of parliament. Because if you're a member of parliament, you have the right to decide your own salary, how much you want to be paid. Don't get me wrong, this is not my word. It is the word of the Speaker of Parliament, who said, Member of Parliament have the right to decide their pay, because there is a provision in the Constitution which allow them to do so. That's not my word. It's the word of the Speaker of Parliament. Now, if that is true, that there's a loophole in the Constitution that allow Member of Parliament to decide their own salary, then who is controlling the controller? So if that provision is there, why can't we create the provision for everybody so that the doctors could also decide their pay? So that the president can also decide their pay. The nurse can decide their pay. So if we could create that provision in the Constitution to cover all of us, to cover all of us, then I would be very happy. But it's sudden, really, if you hear the Speaker saying, yeah, I'm a Member of Parliament have the right to decide their pay. So who is going to control the Member of Parliament? And the Member of Parliament above the law? If they are above the law, then who is going to control the president? So it means the Member of Parliament are above the law, the president is above the law, and the Speaker herself is above the law. To me, it does not make sense. Why should one side of the government have all that power to say, listen, I can decide my own pay. If you don't pay me so much, I'm not going to listen to you. You see, the risk we are facing here is great. If being a Member of Parliament is the most important job in Uganda today, then if all these millionaires said, okay, we are going to stand, because I understand that there's a lot of voters fraud, there's a lot of money changing hands during the election, that you go and buy your vote, you get yourself into Parliament, and then you hand your money back. The money you invested in the vote, you get it back through a good salary, free cars, free allowances, so many allowances. So you don't have to bother yourself. So if all these millionaires said, okay, guys, now we are going to take over, then tomorrow you have 620. In fact, we have already, all these Members of Parliament are millionaires. They have enough money. So if the millionaires take over the Parliament and they go to Parliament, what sort of law are they going to make? Are they making the law for us? Or they're making the law for themselves? Because if I'm a millionaire and I can buy that vote, the best I can do, I'll say, okay, guys, 20 of us or 40 of us millionaires, we are going to buy the vote. We go there and we change the law that favor us. And we sit there for 5 years until I get my money back. I'm not leaving. So I invested money in buying the votes, and now I'm going to use it to get my interest out of that money. So I'm going to make laws that benefit me, but not you. But you can enjoy that money I give you for buying beers, buying meat, drinking. I give you 5,000 shillings. You are happy. Then you have to wait for another 5 years until I come back to invest in you as a voter. I think if we could realize that we are going the wrong way, then we would say, let's stop this before it becomes too much. Because everywhere you go, you find this member of parliament who are very rich. They invest their money so that they can get it back. 5 years is a lot. You would have made a lot of money. A lot of money. So this is where we are. I was talking to a friend at home recently, and she told me, say, listen, this commercial politics in Uganda is not working. It's not working. I can give you a simple advice. If you come to Uganda and you want to go and watch football, we have what they call Mandela Stadium. I don't know how they call it this day, Nambole or something like that. A friend told me, if you go there, don't visit the toilet. I say, why? He said, look, they have really destroyed that stadium. It's very dirty. Commercially, it's down. The owner is having a debt of over 118 billion unpaid bills. That is what is commercial politics in Uganda. When you give away important things like the stadium to a friend, simply because he's a member of the National Resistance Movement, or he's a friend of a powerful man next to you, then we have lost it. We have lost it completely. We have lost it. I know the chairman of Uganda Electoral Commission said the right thing. But the fact is, who is going to stop it? Because everybody who is doing it are friends, family, relatives, and they like it. They like the game. They like the thing they're doing. Let me ask you, fellow Ugandans, it is very easy, or near easy, to get something free and then misuse it, enjoy it. But all we know, that there is always a judgment day. The death is looking at us from the left. And those who are annoyed with us are looking at us from the right. The question you can start asking yourself is, where are you going to run to when they come for you? Where are you going to run to when they come from you? Because death will be looking at you from the left, and people who are annoyed with you are going to be looking at you from the right, and they will be closing in on you. Where are you going to run to? It is time either you correct the wrong or you wake up. Thank you. I'll be back.